Hey Cancers, we just finished doing your horoscope. There is potential in your projects, in your career, in everything you do, okay? But there is just a little bit of tweaking you have to do. We'll tell you what it is after this. Cancer, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well, and for those who are returning, thank you. I do appreciate everyone who has subscribed, and for those who have liked my channel, thank you very much. It has helped a great deal to expand my channel, because you all know that I am new to YouTube, and it has, you know, so far I've been loving it, so thank you so much. For those of you who are new, welcome, and I hope that you like the way I do my reading, and possibly you'll give me a thumbs up and hang around, subscribe, right? You never know. If you subscribe, you'll I do actually post 4 days a week. My schedule is in the description box now, and as well as some other information, including to my store, links on how to donate to my channel, and information on how to get a private reading with me. Now, a private reading with me for the month of May, I'm month of June, sorry. I'm almost filled up. I have a few spots available, but it's going to be till mid-month, till the end. So if you do want a booking with me, you know, book it now type of thing. Just give me a quick email. We'll get you on that schedule. Because right now I am on a lockdown, and I have been kind of doing them pretty quick. So hopefully I can get you all done, you know, and I can get a few more in there. But so far, right at this point in time, I am looking towards the end of mid-month forward, and I only have a few spots available at this point. Okay, so just take a look there. For your love life, Cancer is already posted up, so last week, so take a look into that as well. But right now we are focusing on your money and career, and I've already meditated on your cards, and we're going to start right now. So right now we're going to look at your current situation, your feelings on the situation, past influences on the situation, and of course what you need to change, and the future outcome of the situation. Spirits, can you tell me what the current situation of my Cancers is with their money and career, please? Future, like the current situation of their money and career. The current situation, their ideas, their past influences, what needs to change, and of course their future outcome, please, for my Cancerians. Thank you, spirits. Okay, they said stop. Okay. Okay, so your current situation, we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords in a money situation, we're talking about a person who is like a designer, artists. You're very creative with your idea, Cancers, and most water people are, right? And at this point, I see that that you're putting your word out right now, but I don't know if like your ideas forward, projects and things of that nature. I see what you're putting out, and I'm not and I think you're just waiting right now for some clarifications, maybe possibly some news of projects, you know. So you put out invoices and things like, not invoices, what's the word, spirits, not invoices, when you put a project and I know the word assessments, when you put out assessments, and so you're just waiting for some news, right? And so this is with the Page, right? So you're just waiting back to hear some news, and that's what the current situation is. You're just waiting for some information. You're waiting at this point. That's how I feel that a lot of you are at this time. Now, it's not all of you. Like some of you actually already work for manufacturing, you know, companies of that nature, where you do work for designers. You do work for, you know, something where you do like work in the fashion industry or the fabric industry or anything of that nature, where, you know, there could be some major projects that are up in the air. So I do see that as well, that you know that your company is going through, and it's all because of the current situation. I think right now a lot of companies, because of the certain situation that we're all facing, is in lack of supplies or lack of you know, the projects detailing, you know, what is in lockdown, what is not in lockdown, what is, I think that's the only thing that, you know, they have to cross the T's and dot the I's type of thing. I think that's the only things that's holding them apart. So I think that is where you guys are currently standing at this time. I think that that is where you're holding your place. Cancer, just give me one moment. I'm just going to check the camera because it's flashing. Just one moment. Yep, it's good. Okay. I thought it was just the battery. Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought maybe the battery was almost empty, and then that would be another thing I'd have to take care of. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's just the current situation that you're at right now. So some of you may be like possibly even reduced hours and things of that nature, you know, until they can get things settled. I think that's what's happening right now with the Page of Swords. And that's because, like I said, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. So we do have the moon energy as what you are thinking. Now, the moon energy right now is in reverse. So I do believe that, you know, at one point it was upright, where you didn't know what was happening, but I think like relatively you're going to find out exactly what is going on very shortly, and you will see what exactly was the issue of the communication lack, you know, what was happening. I think you're going to find out, and if you have not already. So if you haven't already, you will be finding out very shortly of what, you know, what information was missing on your end. Like I said, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, whatever it was. If it was material, if it was, you know, detailing of the lockdown, whatever it is. I think because now the, whatever was missing, the information has been now, you know, illuminated. So that is going to be fixed in no time. Okay? Because in the past, I see that I have the Ten of Swords. So, I mean, for some of you, I mean, the Ten of Swords is a card of ending, you know, but it's also a card of a new beginning. You know, the Ten of Swords, right? I mean, for something to end, it doesn't mean it's the end of all. Something ends, but something new begins. Right? That's how I feel about all the tens. Whatever has to end, you know, an end of a friendship, an end of a couple, you know, a divorce, but whatever it may be, an end of a job, whatever it may be, an end of a career, whatever it may be, it's always a beginning of something new. So this could have been an end of an old career for you, but it's also a beginning of a new career for you, right? It could be an end of an old job for you, but it's also a beginning of a new job for you. So whatever it may be, the tens, it could also state that, you know, at this point, because it is money and financing, I'm thinking that it's, for some of you, you were actually in a financial bind for some of you, but you started to get out of it. And this project or this job is what's getting you out of this bind. And not having this communication and having this, you know, in the shadow, in the moon energy, you know, must have been very frustrating for a lot of you. Especially if you were some Cancerians who were in a financial bind. You know, putting all your, you know, everything you've got into, if it is like for example, you know, opening your business, you know, and thinking, you know, okay, we got to make this work, and then, you know, waiting for someone to, you know, to actually say, yeah, you've got the contract, and just that wait time until finally you hear news, you know, even if some of you are still waiting to hear something, you know, it must be detrimental for sure. Absolutely, for sure. I think we've all been there. What has to change for some of you? On what has to change, I have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, the Queen of Swords on its own is a very straight woman who is honorable, who tells it like it is, but she has her sword upright. You know, when she is turned around, as it is on the table, she has the attitude of cut off their heads at everything. She is very temperamental. She conceals her emotions. She gossips, she betrays, she everything you can think of, that, you know, she will backstab you, you know, like that, like the betrayal is completely without cause. That is what the Queen of Swords will do. And that is something that has to change in attitude. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to say if it's you, I can't say, but I mean, that's something that's got to change. I don't know if it's you or someone that you're dealing with, Cancerians, because I know you Cancerians, I mean, you guys are great. You guys are great. So I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not. I'm just saying that the spirits are telling you that that kind of attitude has to change. So when things go wrong, that has to change. Because that kind of an attitude looks really bad, not only on your resume, but on your word of mouth when people work with you. Okay? You want to be the person who, I mean, not bows down gently or anything, but I mean, you want to be the person who can be respected, to have, you know, both sides' opinion, no matter what. Not the kind of person who, you know, cut off their heads every time someone says something negative about you. What the spirits are telling me, that the future outcome, what you need, if it is a business, which this apparently is starting to start to look like, some sort of, you know, agreement, so, you know, so you can work together type of thing. What you need is a partnership. That's what you need. A partnership. Someone that is, you know, yin and yang with you, that you both can work together to build something complete. So that way you can, you know, that way your business can really take shape, can really, you know, get off the ground, and can really, you know, people will really be attracted to you and won't have so much questions, because, you know, the Page of Swords is a person, you know, with so many thoughts in their heads about what is presented to them, you know, instead of, you know, a Page of Cups. That, you know, a Page of Cups would be someone who likes the presentation of what is presented to them. This is the Page of Swords, who has too many questions of what is presented to them, because they're, you know, you don't want them to keep thinking. You want them to have, you know, the presentation already thought out for them, to say, this is everything. You've thought of everything. That's the kind of presentation you want to give to someone. Not the presentation to say, I don't know, you didn't, I still have too many questions. What about this? What about that? What about? So you need a partner that can be your yin, and you could be the yang. You need that partnership that can kind of build you together. And that's what that's the outcome. I kind of get that too. I kind of get that feeling with this whole reading as well. I kind of get the same feeling. That's why I'm kind of like being tippy-toed around the whole thing, because I'm like talking to you tippy-toed, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. All right, let's see what other messages do our do our spirits have for you? Spirits, what messages do we have for our Cancerians? What messages do we have? What messages do we have for our Cancerian spirits? What messages do we have? Spirits. These two wanted to come out. Okay, yeah. Show the world the real you, and your work is paying off. These are the two messages, and I agree. Cancers, you guys are awesome people. You really are. Honestly, you are. And your work is there. It is present. I'm sure it is presentable. It is exactly the way you want it to be. And I'm sure it is awesome. But it's probably not coming out the way it should be presented. You know what I mean? And I bet you anything, if you can get a partner who is articulate and who's a like a really good sales guy, I bet you anything, your business will just fly off. And then you will see that those people, those projects, whatever you're dealing with, will just fly in through the roof. And that's when your career is going to take off. I can see that now with this reading. But yeah, most definitely. A partnership is probably your best bet. Think about the advice. Whatever you're dealing with, I don't know. I can't say what your life is, but I'm just reading the cards and what the feeling I'm getting from this. Okay, Cancerians? I hope you liked the reading. I hope it resonated for you. Until next time, check out your love horoscope. It's already up, and I'll see you next week for your June horoscope. Till then, take care.